This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Minnesota Vikings A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Cook again. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. There's defense for the Packers. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
One of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Anthony. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a... And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
A check down here to Jones. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On the delay, Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play for one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to count it.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Back to throw again. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. To throw on 2nd down. Anthony hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there.
On first down, Anthony. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw. Anthony. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down, Anthony. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Trotty. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter, my goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle, it's Cook.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Back to throw. Anthony. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Looking to throw. Anthony. And now here's another interception. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Again, it's Jones. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A tone setter on defense. They pick off the first pass. I had to look down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Boy, did they ever. And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter. Now your whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get back out on the field and get after it.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Second and 4. Completed out left to Dobbs. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They look to throw now on first down. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being...
Touchdown, Vikings! John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Here's second and a yard.
They'll drop to throw.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. He'll look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's going to have the Packers first down.
They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll set up a throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. Looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They're going to look to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and that'll keep this a 22-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They start the drive with Cook.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Looking to throw on second down. Anthony. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
From the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
To throw on second down, Anthony. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Anthony. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A big play there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point safely through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game. So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Anthony.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction.
Finding Hawkinson here on the out route.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw.
And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
A 7-yard touchdown ground.
And the Packers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 3rd and long. Anthony.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Rager, 72 yards. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anthony, complete. Jefferson the target. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw. Anthony. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. On now is the Packers punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Anthony. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
And as this
defense walks off the field. They can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Packers,